What's up, everybody? How's it going? Oh, let's check it out. Let's see the squirrel. I'm hanging out here in my backyard. What are you doing, bro? Oh, no. Ha! See where the squirrel is right now? The neighbors just cut down that bush that was right there. And I just noticed there was a bird nest in there. Poor guys. Hope they made it out. I'm sure you could care less, right? But isn't that what we do? We just exchange ideas and information. Sometimes when I start out making a video, I think, I better have a subject in mind, because I don't want to waste people's time with just talking about my life. It's definitely something I don't want to do. But I realize that that's kind of what life's about. It's just sharing our experiences, sharing what we've learned and what we're doing. It kind of gives people a better perspective on their own lives to hear from other people. And at least it has for me. Seeing what the average person does in their day-to-day life, for me, has been, it's very eye-opening. Even though it's just the consolidated version that's shown on camera. Generally I'm pretty open with, how I feel in life and how I feel about things. And, I don't know. I think that this new world of the internet, this new world of sharing and caring and, helping one another, I guess it's not a new world of helping one another. It's just helping one another. Let's just put it this way. We're all psychologists. We're all psychiatrists. Each one of us can learn a little bit from each other and from the follies and the great successes of each other. And you can see how a person's doing in their, say a person asks a question of their friends, their subscribers, or of somebody else who makes a video, whatever it may be. Just general average people who don't have any, let's just say people who don't have anything to lose by telling people the truth. If you go to a psychiatrist, you pay money to have them tell you how it is, things that you should already know yourself, right? But you're still going to miss a lot of it because you're only talking to one person. By getting a wider variety of people to talk to, you get a much broader spectrum of what people are really like, instead of just what we think people are like. I mean, we really do have a skewed perspective of what life is, and it's based on our subjective experiences. And when I say skewed, I don't mean that it's incorrect or anything. I just mean that there's only so much we can really know or do to understand ourselves. And I think that personal growth, is one of the most important things that we can aspire to. And, that really is just a very generalized, term, because personal growth could mean anything for a person. It could mean financial gain if a person wants it to. But that's just the thing. Each person has different desires, different needs, different dreams. And I think that once we start to realize that, the exchange of information that we have with others helps us to see ourselves better, I guess. Also, seeing other people who can deal with adversity, people who can deal with hatred, people who can deal with, being judged, being beaten, physically or mentally, and realize that we're all just struggling to survive. There's mornings when I wake up and everything seems fantastic, and there's other mornings when I wake up and maybe I dwell on something that I should work on, or I need to get this done or that done, or I'm feeling great and walk out and see my car in the front yard, that I could have an automobile, but I got kind of screwed over by this mechanic, and since then I just haven't done anything to fix the car. It's just sitting there with no wheels on it. And in other words, those are little things that we can do ourselves to better our lives, but sometimes we just have to kind of pick and choose which things are important to us. I have never met anybody who has all their shit together, at least not as far as I know. I don't know if people exist like that. It seems like the people who are most financially able often are lacking in other areas, and those who are very spiritually enabled maybe are lacking financially. I guess that's why we have community. I guess that's why we have society, this thing we created. Anyway, that's my morning ramble.